Taking My Time, But I Don't Know Where. Written by cosmicocean on AO3. Read by Alextris. Chapter 19. It used to be static in Barnes' head during a fight. He didn't need to think, he just needed to do his job. And there was nothing to think about, no inner life to ponder. Asset, complete the mission. Now, when he's fighting, he has just one thought, and that's cover the kid. Peter's just getting back on his feet again, and that what Barnes had hoped this meant was easy stuff, light. But Peter just had to pick out a thicket of 6 guys, and Barnes has no choice but to follow him in. 6 guys on his own, that's no problem. Barnes could do 6 guys in his sleep. But things are different with the kid. The kid doesn't like them dead. And he's got to watch his back. So Barnes is moving a little slower. They're down to 2 guys, and Barnes is trying to cover Peter's back. So when he sees the glint of a knife, he doesn't even hesitate. He just moves to intercept. He doesn't even feel it, really. Barnes knocks the guy out, breathing heavy. He doesn't think it hit anything important, which is good. Always a plus. "Holy shit!" Peter says, sounding delighted. "That's exactly what I needed. See, you thought we couldn't do it." "Yeah," Barnes wheezes. "Good job, kid." He sits down heavily. He just needs a breather. "Barnes, are you—" Peter walks around his front and freezes when he sees the knife sticking out of his side. Oh no, oh, Barnes." "It's fine," Barnes manages. "Lying down's a good move. It's fine. It didn't even hit anything I need." Peter kneels down, yanking the mask off, fluttering his hands. He looks, Barnes realizes, simultaneously panicked and devastated. "Barnes," he whispers. Barnes wraps his hand around the hilt, but Peter grabs him around the wrist. Wait, you can't do that. You'll make it worse." "Kid." Barnes takes his hands off the knife to rest a hand on the back of Peter's neck. Peter looks at him with wide, frightened eyes. "Peter, I know what my body's like when it's been stabbed." Peter swallows. "Okay," he whispers. Barnes yanks the knife out and hisses. Knowing his body or not, it still hurts like a son of a bitch. "Fuck," he mumbles. He reaches out with his shirt. The tactical gear, thankfully. Barnes doesn't do this in his real clothes, and wipes the blood off the blade. "Hospital," Peter manages. "We gotta get you to a—" "Kid, I'm a fugitive." "May. We'll take you to Aunt May." "I'm fine. I just gotta walk it off." Barnes gets to his feet again, and hisses, staggering. Peter immediately comes around his side, propping him up. "May," Peter repeats firmly. "I'm taking you to May. You don't get a say." Barnes takes a wheezing breath. Fuck, it does hurt though. "Get changed into your people clothes," he says finally, knowing he stashed a backpack somewhere. "I ain't in any shape to be scaling up fireplace escapes." "Oh my God," May says as Peter hauls Barnes through the door. "What happened?" "He got stabbed. I'm fine." "You're not fine," Peter yells, a little shrill. "You're stabbed." "Barnes, lie on the couch." Peter gets him settled onto the couch. May hikes up his shirt and examines the wound. "It doesn't look too deep," May mumbles. "You've got advanced healing, right?" "It'll be a scar by morning," Barnes mumbles. "I'm fine. You know how many times I've been stabbed?" May purses her lips. "You're not leaving this apartment tonight," she tells him. "You're sleeping on the couch. I see your face, Barnes. This is not a discussion. Stay here. I'll be back." Barnes closes his eyes as May walks off, hearing Peter sit heavily on the ground next to him. After a moment, she returns. "Can you dress yourself?" she asks. Yeah." "Good." She holds out a t-shirt and sweatpants. "Go change into these in the bathroom and come straight back to the couch. You go out the window. I'm sending Peter after you." "Okay." Barnes gets up and limps into the bathroom. He changes into what happens to be a t-shirt for the Ramones and a pair of blue sweatpants before limping back to the couch, lying heavily on it. May pulls out antiseptic wash and starts wiping down the wound. "It's not too bad," she tells him. "I just don't want you moving around too much. Peter, go get him some water." Peter gets up immediately and goes for the kitchen. "You have to be more careful." He was going for the kid. May pauses as she absorbs that. Then she finishes wiping and squeezes his wrist gently. Thank you. Yeah, always. Peter gives Barnes a glass of water with slightly shaking hands. Barnes drinks the whole thing. Is your homework done? May asks Peter. Yeah. Barnes, are you cold? I'm fine. Peter, go get Barnes some socks and one of the good blankets. Peter gets up and heads off. I said I was fine. The thing about you, May says, matter-of-factly, in a tone that reminds him entirely too much of Natalia's, is that you are a liar, and I'm getting better at telling when that's the case. Humph. Something occurs to Barnes. Whose clothes am I wearing? Ben's. Peter brings back the socks and blanket. Grudgingly, Barnes puts them on. Okay, I'm going to bed. May nails Barnes with a serious look. Come get me if you need me during the night. If you get worse tonight, and it could have been prevented, I'm beating you to death, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay. May squeezes Barnes' wrists one more time, ruffles Peter's hair, and leaves. Peter sits heavily on the ground. Fine, Barnes grunts. He looks to Peter to see he's still got that almost dead wide-eyed stare. Kid, You're not the first person, Peter interrupts, voice trembling. I have seen bleeding in an alley. Shit, Barnes sighs. Kid. Barnes, I'm sorry. The hell are you... Shit, is he crying? Kid, what the hell are you sorry for? He was going for me. Barnes is baffled. Yeah, I know. So it's my fault. What? Peter properly bursts into tears. Kid, Jesus. Barnes tries to sit up and winces, which only makes the kid cry harder. Peter, this is my job. This is exactly the reason that I'm here, okay? You did your part, and I did mine. You could have died. It wasn't that kind of stabbing, but it could have been. Barnes finally makes the effort to sit fully up, and motions to the spot next to him. Sit. Peter does, and Barnes wraps an arm around his shoulders. Kid, sometimes shit happens in the field, and it's nobody's fault. It was an easy knife. I've taken hard knives before, and this wasn't one of them. You're not at fault here. I don't blame you. I don't want you to die for me, Peter hiccups. I don't want anyone else to die for me. Hey, look at me. Peter does. There's a lot of stupid, terrible reasons for me to die, Barnes tells him clearly. I'm going to be happy if the reason I die is keeping you safe. And your uncle felt the same, okay? I know he did. It ain't your fault Ben's dead. And it won't be your fault if I go. This is just what you do, okay? This is just what you do. Peter leans forwards and buries his face in Barnes. Barnes wraps his arms around him, pulling him in. It ain't your fault, he whispers. It ain't nobody's fault but the guy who did it. That's the only person to blame, okay? You're a good kid, and it ain't your fault. Peter cries, and Barnes just holds him. When Barnes comes to, it's to the sound of May bustling around and a weight on his chest. He opens his eyes drowsily to see that Peter's fallen asleep on top of him, Barnes having sprawled out across the couch at some point. Looks like May's getting ready for work. How are you feeling? She asks softly. Fine, real fine. He adds, seeing the look on her face. Not lying fine. Let me see. Barnes carefully shifts Peter's hand so she can see where he was stabbed. Wow, not even a scratch. Freaky. May slides her shoes on. Can you make sure he gets on the bus? Yeah, sure. May hesitates. I thought last night him talking to you would help more. That if he talked to me, I mean. I think he just needed to cry it out. Yeah, probably. He hasn't cried much since Ben. I'll swing by tonight. Okay, I'll order pizza. May grabs her keys. Bye, Barnes. Have a good day at work, May. May leaves, and Barnes turns his attention to Peter. Kid, he says softly. Kid, wake up. Peter opens his eyes blearily. Barnes? He mumbles. Yep. You okay? Yep. Did I fall asleep on you? Yep. Ah, sorry. It's okay. You've got school though, so you gotta get up. Peter yawns. Okay. Peter stumbles through getting dressed and getting his bag together while Barnes toasts a Pop-Tart for him. He wraps the Pop-Tart in a paper towel so he doesn't burn his fingers and hands it to him. Here. Thanks, Barnes. I'm gonna swing by tonight, okay? Okay, I'll meet you outside the building. No, I'm just coming by to hang out. You can show me Fight Club, okay? Peter's eyes light up. Really? Really. May says she'll order pizza. They leave the apartment. Dude, it's so good. You're gonna love it. But you gotta tell me if you don't. Don't lie to me about it. Barnes hits the button for the elevator. Don't worry, I won't. Peter chatters all the way down about how good the movie looks and sounds and how he doesn't even know the twist. It's gonna be so awesome, Barnes. When the bus shows up, Barnes claps him on the shoulder. Have a good day at school, kid, he tells him. I'll see you tonight. Bye, Barnes! With a wave, Peter gets on the bus. Barnes watches the bus go down the street and, with a soft sigh, heads home.